Hey guys, welcome back to the Kool-Aid Podcast. Welcome back to another video. Now, guys, I was not expecting to be making this video today. Nico Williams, he has renewed with Athletic Club. He is going to be staying with them, and he is not going to be joining Barcelona. We have to talk about it, guys. Where on earth did this come from? Let's talk about it. Oh my goodness, guys. Today I woke up this morning and I was, had my breakfast, woke up, hopped on my phone, and I see this. I see Nico Williams renewing with Athletic Club. This has come from absolutely nowhere. Every single journalist, people inside the club, people inside of Athletic Club, all believe that it was just only a matter of time before Nico Williams he signed on the dotted line. Barcelona pay the release clause and he joins Barcelona. That is what has been reported throughout the days, throughout the weeks, and we have gone from that and seemingly overnight Nico Williams, he signs a long-term deal with Athletic Club. And to just know like the details, he has renewed until 2035. So he's going to be in his mid-30s before his contract it ends. And not only is he going to have a massively, higher salary now at Athletic Club, but also that release clause previously at 58 million euros, it's not going to be anywhere near that range. Fabrizio Romano is reporting that release clause is going to be now worth roughly 95 to 100 million euros. That is unbelievable. And Nico Williams, he says in his renewal video, he says, when it comes to making decisions, for me, the important thing is to listen to your heart. I am where I want to be with my people. This is my home. And right now, I'm feeling a wide range of emotions. First, I'm feeling furious, just like Barcelona. We have to remember, guys, that this is a player that approached Barcelona first. Him coming to Barcelona and saying, "Hey, I want to play for you guys." Joan Laporta did not even want to, sign him at first. It was Deco who, if you guys remember, his agent, Felix Tainta, he sat down with Deco and he expressed that desire of Nico Williams wanting to join. It was Deco trying to, basically convince Joan Laporta. Because if you guys don't remember, Luis Díaz was the number one option previously. Barcelona, they were not looking at Nico Williams. They were still upset at what happened in the previous summer. And now, after what has this just happened, it's completely understandable that Barcelona, they are extremely furious because according to reports, Barcelona they found out not through Nico Williams, telling Barcelona, "Hey, I no longer want to join you guys," but it was through official Athletic Club statements, just like last year. And that is not number one. I think that's a horrible, horrible way to act as an individual. You've been stringing Barcelona along. You've been in negotiations, and just overnight you sign that paperwork. I think that is extremely, extremely low of Nico Williams. First of all, and what happens to those posts in regards to Lamine Yamal? And there are some reports that are now saying, how has this come about? Because Nico Williams, he signed a massive contract with Athletic Club. Could he have just been using Barcelona to just get that massive contract? Because when you look at it, you don't make a contract like this and just sign it instantly. There's things that have to go into it, that have to be negotiated, necessary salary, etc., etc. And so there are some reports that are doubting Nico Williams' initial intention to join Barcelona. But in regards to that part, I don't know. There are other reports saying that it's Barcelona's financial fair play issues that are the reason why this deal didn't happen, and that's completely false. The summer transfer window has just started. It has just opened up. And Nico Williams, it wasn't like, when he first showed interest into the club, when he first approached Barcelona, he didn't know that Barcelona were in this situation. It was just a matter of fact that saying, hey, him and his agent succumbed to the pressure from Athletic Club and the fans, and he made that decision. And I think it's the wrong decision in every metric. When you're talking about on a footballing level, on an economic level, yes, he's going to be earning higher salaries. But just think about it. If you come to Barcelona and you're able to win trophies, you are going to get that salary increase. When Barcelona, they're more financially strong. You are going to be receiving a much higher contract. You are going to be, having more exposure on the global level, playing in the Champions League, playing, in these big competitions, in these big games. And that's something that he's not going to be doing at the club. A club who has won nothing last year, a club who got absolutely embarrassed by Manchester United in the Europa League at home. Unbelievable that we have this whole Nico Williams saga end like this. I'm furious. I'm furious that this has happened. And I want to give credit to Danny Olmo because last summer, Danny Olmo, he first posted this on Instagram. Let me share it, but this is what Danny Olmo he did post on Instagram, and you can see right here he shows the two hearts, the blue and the red heart. And we have to give credit to Danny Olmo because last summer, in a much more difficult financial situation, lots of concerns, lots of uncertainties is he even going to be able to play for Barcelona? He made that decision. His faith and his desire to join the club was unwavering. He wanted to play for the club, and he made it happen. Nico Williams, he did not want to come and play for Barcelona, just like Danny Olmo did. The desire was not there. And, this move of staying at Athletic Club, it speaks to a lack of desire, a lack of hunger. Because if you're looking at what Athletic Club can offer you as a project, when you're looking at what Barcelona can offer you as a project, it's just night and day. And what are Barcelona going to do now, guys? Well, Fabrizio Romano is reporting that Barcelona, they are now going to be approaching Luis Diaz in the next upcoming weeks and slash days. But Liverpool, they've already closed the doors to both Barca and Bayern as well, as they weren't interested. And I don't see this deal happening, guys, especially looking after what happened with Diego Jota, the tragic passing of him. I don't think that, Liverpool, they are going to be letting go of Luis Diaz. I don't think that they're in the mindset. I don't think that they're in the right frame of mind. Liverpool is just a no go at the moment. I don't think that, especially after his passing, they're going to be letting him go necessarily. They're just going to be way too light up front. It's not the right move. And this is where Marcus Rashford comes in. And reports from Fernando Polo, who, props to him, he basically said, hey, those guarantees that are needed by his agent, it seemed to be a bigger obstacle necessarily. It seemed not having those guarantees really hurt the transfer. But as I said, guys, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's the start of the summer transfer window. Barcelona already making moves in order to make that happen. It's unbelievable. But according to Fernando Polo, Marcus Rashford, he has informed the club that he is willing to take a massive pay cut in order to join, and he is crazy about joining Barcelona. We already know this. But the big obstacle in regards to this deal is that transfer fee that Manchester United are asking for. We are not going to be paying that amount of money for a player who is just seemingly not at the level required. I think Marcus Rashford coming in on the loan, low wages, absolutely brilliant. I think that is where Barcelona should be looking at. But for a permanent deal, I'm sorry, I'm not on board with that whatsoever. And so when you look at the options for that left wing, Barcelona, they're left scrambling. And what I do not want to happen, I repeat, I do not want this to happen, is something similar to that when Neymar left. When Barcelona, they went crazy for Dembele, when they went crazy for Coutinho. No, Nico Williams, he has rejected you. It's all right. We've won 3 trophies last season. We have a spectacular season last season. Nico Williams, it's not us mixing on him. Nico Williams, he missed the train. He missed the boat. It's simple as that. And so Barcelona, they should not be scrambling and making rash decisions in regards to who should be coming into the club and everything. It's just from here on out, just get affordable options, add depth to the squad, and I trust Hansi Flick. I trust in this fantastic team in achieving success next season. It's just, hey, do not spend big this summer and look to spend big next summer when, Robert Lewandowski's, they're going to be leaving the club, etc. But the last piece of news I did want to discuss with you guys today is in regards to, it's absolute worst timing. But UEFA, they have officially fined Barcelona 15 million euros for breaching financial fair play regulations. But it wasn't only Barcelona. It was Aston Villa, it was Chelsea, AS Roma, and Lyon. All those clubs have been fined. Chelsea being fined the most, Barcelona in second being fined 15 million euros. But this could not have come at an absolute worst moment. Doubt in place about Barcelona's financial fair play. Of course, receiving this news, it just makes it even worse. It gives Barcelona an even worse image. But guys, I reiterate, we had the renewal of Frankie de Jong coming through, which would have reduced the wages. We had Ansu Fati leave. We're gonna have Ter Stegen potentially leave. We're gonna have Iñaki Peña leave. We're gonna have Paulo Torre leave. We're gonna have players leaving the club. We're gonna have renewals on the board that are going to be helping Barcelona's financial fair play, and this just compounds that. But it's been a horrendous day for us Barcelona fans, guys. I have absolutely no idea how this happened. It's frustrating because Nico Williams, he would have been a perfect addition to that left wing. I think Barcelona would have really been cooking next season, but it's happened. Nico Williams, he made that decision absolutely terrible. I guess he prioritized the family and stay in an athletic club, but it just speaks to a lack of hunger and success. But guys, let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. What do you guys make of this crazy and shocking development? Nico Williams will be staying at Athletic Club. He will be there for the next decade or so. No chance that Barcelona are playing that release clause anytime soon. And it's going to take a lot for that relationship to be mended. I don't see that happening whatsoever. Nico Williams not coming to Barcelona ever. But guys, let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. I'll see you guys all on the next video. Peace out, guys.
Cuando me muera no quiero nada de tu vida.